Well, happy second day of December. We are kicking off conditions this Tuesday morning with, of course, some clouds and pretty mild temperatures. But we are going to be tracking just a few morning showers, and I don't think that's going to impact your morning run, your morning commute, or even taking the dog out. But as we look to Wednesday, things are looking pretty mild, seasonable with cloudy skies. But we have a wet weather pattern that's going to be returning for us by the end of the week. That's going to bring widespread rain coverage. However, let's talk about conditions out the door this morning. A lot of us are in the clear when it comes to the fog, but we do have a little bit of dense fog development down towards Roseburg. And you can see the areas that also have some patchy fog, again, around Roseburg. That would be Canyonville and Elkton with visibility both at 4.5 miles. However, Roseburg, the lowest visibility at a half a mile. So definitely if you're traveling along the I-5 corridor this morning, take things slower if you are going to be in that Roseburg area in the Umpqua Basin. Taking a look outside, though, it's not too shabby for us. Got some passing clouds, and that, of course, didn't hinder temperatures from dropping into the 30s for us this morning. Upper 30s along that I-5 corridor. A bit cooler, though, in Canyonville, mid-30s. And you've got the mid-40s right now in Newport. But as we get there today, we're going to have a really seasonal warm-up. Temperatures mid-50s there along the central coast and low 50s along the I-5 corridor. And that is right on par for average this time of day or this time of year. So I did mention some stray morning showers, and that is, of course, possible really up until we get to around lunchtime. There are going to be some, of course, a snowfall there along the more southern or the more northern portions of course, the Cascades at the highest elevation. However, for us in the valley and the basin, we're going to be dry. The clouds also clearing out, helping temperatures warm up. And it's just going to be a beautiful Tuesday. So get out and enjoy it. Of course, we've got plenty of scenic views you can go see. But as we look to Wednesday, clouds are going to be building in. Temperatures not going to be impacted too much by those clouds into the morning, as we'll be about where we are this morning in the upper 30s to low 40s. But tomorrow, going to be slightly cooler. We're expecting our highs more so in the mid to upper 40s for tomorrow, unlike those, of course, 50s we have for today. But the pattern really does change as we look towards Thursday and Friday. And that's because we've got a series of fronts and a weak to moderate atmospheric river that's going to be bringing rain in not only into Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. And that's going to bring us, again, some pretty high rain totals, especially along the Cascades and portions of the northern central coast, where you get up to 3 to 5 inches and maybe up to 8 just north of Blue River. But everyone should be seeing some rainfall from this system. So looking at, of course, that full forecast, it's a great day to head out, of course, to the central coast, maybe see the sea lion caves, because we've got low 50s and nice dry conditions, but the rain going to settle in and warm us up by Friday into the weekend. So the mid-50s also return for the Umpqua Basin this weekend, but that's going to be because of the rain. But we've got a few stray showers this morning in pretty foggy conditions. That's the case tomorrow morning as well, but upper 40s and then low to mid-30s for today along the Cascades. But we're going to get rain and snow as we look towards that system this weekend. And for the Willamette Valley, a few stray showers, the low 50s today, but fog and upper 40s for tomorrow.